2, actual episode 6 of Friday
Space
Night
Boys.
Spacey Boys. Bwah, 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 bwah. Right. Welcome back.
Woo
We're
woo.
very likely going to have a full crew tonight.
It's exciting. Everybody's locked down in quarantine, so we are ready to play.
We are forced to all participate.
I mean,
Legally, we didn't have a choice.
it's true. You did sign contracts in triplicate and
That's where
blood.
we are.
I tried eating mine and then realized it was a copy, and
Digestive issues ensued. It was all bad.
it was actually a really good source of fiber, so
Everybody have their
Paper.
beverage ready to go.
I
ooh,
have water at the moment.
I have wine. Hold on. Diet Coke and Monster.
Wow.
I'll have a monster after the second Angry Orchard.
I
Woo
finished
woo.
my Mellow Yellow. I need
Wow,
to
they
do
updated
that.
the can.
I
Holy
was
shit.
like, I guess I haven't seen Mellow Yellow in a long time.
I
That's
have
Gen Z Mellow
Yeah.
Yellow, man.
Fountain Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
Wow.
I would expect to see Parker's can in like Cyberpunk 2077. Like that looks like a future beverage.
Or if
Yeah.
you're from New Mexico, it's Malo Yalo.
Totally.
I'm not, and it isn't.
Mm.
So mellow yellow.
Malo Yalo. I'm gonna go grab a beverage. I will be right back.
Okay. So this evening, for your viewing pleasure, we have the intrepid crew of the Borsinus docking bay ready to embark on another set of adventures. Who wants to give a recap?
Yes,
My
I
notes
need
are
to hear this.
abysmal.
What's that, Mike?
My notes are abysmal.
So I feel like I could give some of a recap, and then there towards the end, Mike and Chris started speaking in a language that didn't understand. So,
Does this do it all to Chris being drunk?
no, do it all to my being technologically dumb.
Parker, you're a
Capri
child,
Sun.
and I love it.
Okay, true question, like legitimate question. Do you put the straw in the top hole or flip it over for the easy access?
Why would you
I'm
do
not a
that?
monster.
No, you do
This
it in
isn't-
the top because then you can't set it down.
Yeah, that's true. You could drink it if you're gonna drink it real quick. I can see the idea of speedy bottom, but
Of shotgun.
I always set it down. Yeah,
Also,
shotgunning Capri
the
Sun.
hole has got a lot easier to poke.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is that your Disney song? I don't remember that one. It was in Mulan, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was a Mulan song.
Could not for the life of me get the hole to actually poke when I was little, so I got into the habit of flipping it over and putting the straw in the bottom, and then you just have to hold it until you're done
Yeah.
drinking.
I mean, it's like one sip anyway, but
There's a joke there about you just telling us about your first sexual experience.
I was gonna say,
There's
you know,
something
poking
there.
the hole gets easier with experience.
Yeah, there was trouble. You flipped it over. Like there's something there.
I mean, I did tell you guys about my first, right?
No, but now I have to know.
Tell the internet.
Did you accidentally put it in the bottom?
No. Inexperienced Rick bought unlubricated condoms and
That's
didn't understand
confidence.
what was going
That
on.
is confidence. That is a power play. Like you gonna be so
It
juicy,
was
lady.
Full ignorance. Full ignorance.
Oh yeah, I just love the idea that it's a power play. That's how you should tell it. Like, nah, I was just really, really sure of my abilities.
It
Oh.
did not end up well.
Matt Larson, I never want you to say those words ever again.
Oh yeah.
What extra
I don't even know
juicy?
what I said, but I want to say them again now.
You
That
gonna
lady
be
was
so
extra
juicy.
juicy.
Yeah, there it is. I went with something that sounded the least amount offensive I thought, but that works. When I see you again, I'm gonna hug you and immediately say that.
I'm never going to Arizona ever again.
Yep. See,
You're
keeping
a
you out of this
liar.
hellscape.
This is your fault.
Yeah. So that went well. Welcome to the internet, folks. Where was I? Oh yeah. What happened last time?
We were giving a recap.
Also, hi, Chris.
Hello.
Welcome to the game, Chris.
Mike and I both
when you show up 5
have
minutes late.
no notes.
I can read notes. Let's see. We are streaming again. Bella is having a special experience with a silvery book. Your scars are fading now. Her pain is gone. Ty has files on a random disk which contain info about some jobs that I did for KDY, and it would be bad for him to know about them. So I sent in ampersand and corrupted 3% of the files, including mine. But Ty's antivirus logged the activity. But we decided to look at this side job, possibly taking out corporations. You tell us a bit. Bella tells us a bit about her secret powers, and how she doesn't want to be used by the corporations. And then a bunch of inspectors dressed in hazmat gear came in and tore up the bay looking around. Inspectors, yeah. Talon Card says he made sure the explosives wouldn't make to the wrong hands. But the inspectors are looking at the spot where the greenest grass was parked. Let's see here. Apparently we tried to get into Captain Greggs' systems. They were heavily encrypted. We asked ampersand for help. We learned it was an off-world source who knew a dangerous item was on the greenest grass. I built a computer to read Ty's info disk, and the files linked to Zona and Uther, absorbing or destroying smaller businesses. The only way to make more of Zona's explosive is for the person who invented it, who's working for Tycho, who is a Hermogian, which is a living, talking oyster. And they are located on a planet in the Zodian Imperium.
Zoshan Imperium.
Zoshan Imperium, okay.
Yep.
And then Maggie asks if we found a princess.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Both Maggie and Bella don't understand the things that Chris and Mike's characters talk about. And I believe Ty was explaining what you guys were doing as basically finding the glass slipper, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
the encryption key.
Bella did not understand that reference for multiple reasons, partly because the society that she comes from doesn't have Cinderella apparently, and didn't understand that, or princesses. And then she fell asleep while they were trying to find the encryption key and woke up and asked if they found the princess because she thinks they're just looking for a princess now.
Technobabble.
Yes, Technobabble really got her. Yeah. That's, I feel like dead on.
All right. My homework that I wrote down was to figure out a new skill and a Disney song for genitals.
Right.
Yep.
That was the important homework.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Since you gave the recap,
Yep.
you are going to get to go last for the Disney song for your genitals. So 2 sessions ago, before we started streaming, everybody thought it would be a great idea to describe their genitals with a Disney song. And yes.
I have no idea, no recollection how that started. I just know it started with me.
Yes.
God only knows.
Yes. Nobody actually has any recollection of how we got there. And we weren't streaming, so we don't have record of exactly how it happened. We just know that it was a great fucking idea.
We need to stream everything.
Well,
yeah.
Going forward, we will. So, I got some hardware. I got some things in place, and my streaming rig is now set up so that we can put all of our shenanigans out live on the internet. And because it was your idea, Parker, you get to go first. Describe
Love is an
your
open door.
genitals with a Disney song.
Yeah, love is an open door.
Wow.
The door is my vagina.
Clearly.
Clearly. Yeah.
What brought you to that conclusion?
A decade of being under the influence.
All right. And here all along we thought you were just high on life.
Mine's a whole new world. I'll go next.
Why is it a whole new world?
Because I'm amazing and I will change your life.
All right.
Putting it out there. I think it would be particularly fitting for like experimenting straight girls, but
I was also going to say that, but you got to it first, so
whatever.
it's fine.
What did you say about experimenting straight girls? Were you channeling one just there?
You're the lesbian equivalent of Joe Exotic.
Oh, damn. I've watched
Whoa.
enough episodes to understand that. So exotic.
Cool.
Not having watched Tiger King, I feel like I will appreciate that more later.
At least
Have
I'm
you
not
seen
that lesbian that got her
Ron
arm
White's
ripped
stand-up?
off.
First of all, they are trans.
Oh, I had not gotten that far.
No, the show doesn't mention it
Oh.
at all.
Okay.
But Saf is trans. Saf prefers Saf.
Why do you know that?
Have you met me?
God damn it. Yeah, I shouldn't have asked the question. Obviously, you would have done more research on Tiger King.
Yeah.
Fucking Tiger King.
Mr. Michael Parker, forever and for always, describe your genitals with a Disney song.
From Disney's Pinocchio,
Oh God.
Give a Little Whistle.
Whew.
Damn.
So that's how you give a blowjob. You just
Give a little whistle.
Lyrics say it all.
yep directly into the pee hole.
I'm not okay.
This crew, I tell you.
I
Mr.
don't
Matt Larson.
appreciate Parker's description either.
This was really hard to narrow down, Rick, because there's some really good Disney song titles that really do the job. So much like Cards Against Humanity, I have 3 ending with the one I like the most.
Oh God.
And to remind you what it's from, there's What's This from the Nightmare Before Christmas. There's, of course, You're Welcome from Moana.
Oh Jesus Christ.
And yet better than that, because of the double entendre, there is from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs,
Oh no.
Hi Ho.
Oh no.
See, it works on so many levels. It's as though my penis is saying, hello,
To a
ho.
hoe.
But also, hi ho, we're off to work we go, like just got a daily grind,
I hate it.
How many times do you sing that to your hand?
More than you would like to admit.
If I was singing Disney songs while masturbating,
Hey, don't kink shame, Larson.
yeah, that's true. There's probably somebody out there who's
Condone
just like enjoying spoonful of sugar or something like that.
This is
Can I retroactively change mine to You're Welcome?
Oh God.
See,
That was my
that's-
second choice.
That takes a lot of confidence, as though you're welcome. Like
You're welcome.
That was my second choice.
I feel like, and granted, I think this applies to both our Parkers. I could see both of you at the end of some sexual escapade going, you're
You're
welcome,
welcome.
and just kind of,
Only Michael Parker would dead face you for like 3 minutes.
That's true.
He would.
Well, I would be more like, You're welcome, and then boop you on the nose, and then leave.
I feel like you've probably done that.
I actually have. said you're welcome after sex. So
Same.
I felt like it was earned.
We'll have another conversation next time where between now and then you have to come up with some sort of motto or slogan that applies to like your genitalia.
We already have a meme of me with this when I was selling luggage.
It's still my
Yeah, that's
photo
true.
for you when you call me.
Can fit like
What?
17 dildos in there.
It's still the photo I have for you when you call me.
That was a good one.
That was the best.
It's amazing.
It
It's
was-
still saved in my phone.
I think you should make it a t-shirt, Parker, because I know you'd wear it.
Yes. However, I'm not the one who makes t-shirts. That's all you, bud.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, Maggie, send me the image again in case I can't find it. Let's get some t-shirts.
Okay.
I literally still have it saved on my phone.
You
Yeah,
should-
actually, I think we should
I
all
probably got
have
it
that
somewhere, too.
T-shirt.
Ugh, is that the next one we wear to Gen Con?
Yes.
That would be so funny.
We get
Okay,
so many
so
looks.
apparently this running theme is I say things or whatever, and we just make t-shirts out of them.
Oh,
I mean, I think if we started an online store, like we could actually start generating some money, you know?
We could pay for those new virtual reality rigs that Timmy needs.
Links in the description. Like and subscribe.
There you go. If you want a shirt of something Parker has said, just tell us what you liked and we'll make it a shirt.
Oh my goodness.
Keep those bits flying, y'all.
Ooh, Does It Butt would be a really good shirt too.
Does it butt would be an excellent shirt.
yeah.
In like game show light looking things.
Just
feel
have
like-
like
Some
have it
sort of little-
underlined with several different icons.
I was gonna say the thing is you have
Lot
to
of
include
silhouettes.
all of the weird things that we've talked about, possibly butting or not.
And we
But
have
the
to.
main thing has to be the bedazzled
The
corn.
jewel
I was
corn?
just
Yeah.
thinking the jewel corn was the most
that would be on
important.
the back.
I was gonna say as a graphic on the back, right?
Just, with
Just
a big
one lonely piece of the jeweled
question
corn.
mark.
No, it's on the cob.
Yeah.
Hmm?
The full thing. Oh God, are we gonna ever play this game or just talk about ridiculous T-shirts?
Well,
We're
we
gonna
still
play
have
this game.
two songs to go through.
Yeah, 1, 2. Rick has one.
I do.
Yeah, Rick and Chris.
I do.
Chris?
I thought long and
Hard.
Deeply.
about this. And
Early?
It was
Penis?
more for comedic factor than anything else, but I went with a song from The Lion King.
Oh God.
It's, I just can't wait to be king.
I fucking knew it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I kind of love it.
I'm working on my roar.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Well, I was thinking a bit more literal probably, but I was thinking about it, and it's like, well, thanks to cancer, I'm down 50% on testicles, right? So I decided to go with the bare necessities.
Yes, that's amazing.
Bravo.
Okay.
Too.
So obviously Chris wins.
And as a special treat, when we're done streaming, I will share with just the group what Mary Beth's first idea was.
Oh boy.
Keep that one chambered.
Yep.
Can't wait for that.
That's Patreon only content.
Join us for the after show. The $10 a month tier.
Yep.
Space
hit
Boys
Space
after
Boys.
dark.
$20 a month, and we'll
Yep.
send you a Does It Butt T-shirt.
All right. So now that that is over, if you will take a glance over in Roll20, you will see the Zoshan Imperium, where the Hermogian inventor of the explosives is currently located. And you guys are still on Feus Outpost. We have a couple of different paths that you can take this evening. this fine evening, and a couple different things that we can explore. So we have the potential to try and combat a oversized and decaying pan-galactic corporation. You can hook up with an information broker and smuggler to try and find another job that needs doing, or you can wait around and see what pops up in the docking bay.
Wait, so can I recap real quick again?
Sure.
Because I want to make sure I understand. Because last we left off, you guys were going through that information file.
Correct.
Was that tied to the explosives or no?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe yes, maybe no. So I came across that data cache years ago, but only recently through researching our friend, the captain of the Greenest Grass, had the encryption key to it. So there's a dotted line there. And there was information, I believe, about this explosive material within that data.
That had to do with the oyster guy or whatever the hell he is. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Ty, at this point, is very intrigued about Talon Card, because it appears as though he's maybe not quite as neutral as we believed him to be, because he seems to be like watching our asses.
Because Talon did let us know that he made sure the explosives never made it to their destination.
Right. And then one more time, when we tried to access the data, he intercepted it and was like, nah, dude, don't access this on a networked device. This is the last time I'm going to help you.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Right. Okay.
So me as a player and Ty as a character, I think we're both very interested in this person.
And we had this discussion also about your organization that you work with.
Yes, we did.
And Ellipsis potentially working with you.
Yeah, I was trying to recruit Ellipsis.
And Bella was there for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not metagaming, but Bella was there for that.
Bella was there, and
she called him out on being money hungry.
grabber.
Yeah.
Yes.
And gave him a lot of side eye.
And Ty was, I think, sensitive to the fact that, the work involved with my organization could bring unwanted attention.
Would we like to share with the group, Parker and Larson?
No, not really.
Pay attention, asshole.
It's stupid shit. It's good. Ah.
I see you giggling. We have video.
They look very smug.
Yeah.
They look mischievous again.
Parker,
Mischievous is fair.
your
Which is
face
trouble.
looks mischievous.
That's just my face.
Careful, you'll make Maggie spit out her wine.
Well, maybe Maggie should be careful drinking wine when I'm talking. She knows that.
That's true.
That's fair. Sorry, Ty, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I just was distracted by the giggling.
Parker, do you have the same mod as me?
No.
No? Okay.
Mine has shitty, weird camo on it.
Oh,
What
cool.
the- It looks kind of like an ink blot test a little bit.
What do you see?
Amoebas.
I see weird camo.
Boobs.
I see
think I've
Shadow
ever-
from. Well, no, I don't know.
What?
I know you're not going to say Homeward Bound, but I want you to say Homeward Bound.
Yeah,
Shadow from Homeward Bound?
Shadow!
I stopped myself.
Peter.
Oh man, I can hear that voice after you
I
said
can't
that.
do.
Peter, my boy.
I am like limping. And then he starts to run.
Man. Oh.
Parker has a question.
I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember Shadow even as a kid?
You
Well,
remember
don't watch it because you'll just cry and cry and cry.
Okay, that's me anyway.
Okay, well, it is a happy ending, but it is one of those like sobbing happy endings.
Is that the one with the porcupine?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He bit me with his butt! I also haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, but I loved it, so.
The only scene I remember is the porcupine scene, so.
It's the scene where he gets bit by a butt. That makes sense.
No.
Does it butt?
That one.
But butt's too hard.
Yeah.
Or does it bite?
Mm.
Wow. Okay. So,
We still managed to get there.
yeah. So are we like just picking up right where we left off?
Yeah, pretty much.
Me going, did we find the princess? Except in a way cooler accent.
We'll all pretend you did it in an accent.
I'll get there.
Listen, my accent goes in and out, so like.
So does mine.
I don't have one. It's fine.
Mine meanders.
What happened to Matt?
He
I'm
died.
getting the cap off of another Angry Orchard, but I can hear you.
Okay.
He died.
I died.
So
This
yeah.
is my dead hand.
Yeah, we found the princess.
Oh, good. Good. What do we do
Is
with
a
the
princess
princess?
now? I didn't see anything in this file about a princess.
It's a figure of speech, huh?
Right.
We've been over this.
So now what?
Well, this information is very valuable. We could, of course, sell it. We could get it to an information broker. We do happen to know one of those.
What is the information again?
It's information about corporations doing less than scrupulous things.
Right.
In particular, Zona. Involved with the Uther Collective.
So it's not just information, it's proof.
Right.
It's ledgers and emails and bills of lading and enough that you are convinced that it would hold up in the court.
I mean, selling it sounds fine to me.
What it does to you?
Always with the money, huh?
It's not the money so much as the nice things you can get with the money.
Right.
Or we could give it to my associates and cause a bit of terror. It's bad choice of words, isn't it?
We need
I
to.
didn't mind that option, honestly.
When you say terror, you do what?
Crumble the establishment.
Do-
Bring it down.
Do people get hurt in that?
I think we had this conversation. Yeah. We don't hurt them. Other people do. We're the one that tips the first domino.
Do innocent people get hurt? I mean,
Oh,
That's
No.
the question.
We don't have control of that.
I don't really care about corporate shells. But
I
I've
can't
been doing this
promise.
thing where I try not to hurt innocent people, at least. Try.
Make no promises, but this does give us a bit of leverage in determining how we crumble, how we bring them down. I'm open to ideas.
I mean, I'm not particularly interested necessarily in the organizations we have files on, but it occurs to me that perhaps disrupting KDY along the way would be beneficial for many people, I'm sure.
KDY, eh? You have something against them?
I wouldn't say I have something against them. I mean, I used to work for them. It's where I got all my training. But they're not. I'm just not too keen on them finding me. And I'm thinking, I've been sneaking around a long time, taking shitty jobs like this. Maybe.
Hey, now.
Maybe if they were.
This isn't such a shitty gig.
well, it's.
I look around.
I mean, speak for yourself. I am the one that has to clean all of this shit up, which I did not do at all this shift. So whatever.
I'm just saying, if they were distracted, maybe long term, maybe I could relax a little bit. I don't know.
So while this is going on, a ping comes across Ty's desk, and it's a large cargo hauler requesting permission to dock.
Is it scheduled?
Did you say die?
Dock.
It's scheduled to die. There's a suicide booth.
It's a
much
few
like-
cycles early, but yes, it's scheduled.
Oh shit. I guess I probably should have actually cleaned out the dock then.
Well, it did kind of get torn up from the inspectors.
Yeah, absolutely nothing has been restocked.
We could all pitch in, get it cleaned up. I don't think this cargo hauler. I don't think it'll block anyone. Maybe go on business as usual while we figure out what exactly it is we want to do.
Probably for the best.
Okay. So I'm gonna get up from where I was sleeping on the floor of his office.
Are you
And
feeling rested?
am I feeling rested, Rick?
No.
Roll for
That's
it.
up to you.
Well, I don't know. I just know that when I was using my magic powers that I had just learned about, they were draining me. Does sleep actually?
It
So
does.
then,
It does.
I just noticed Game Daddy ? By the way, Rick.
I mean,
ah,
I made some changes to the names on the screen.
Also, side note, re-listening to the first episode of Dream Chaser, we all heavily call Michael Daddy.
yeah,
That's
weird.
isn't that you that caused that though, Parker?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Started the Dungeon Daddy thing, right?
I did.
Definitely.
And then
yeah.
you would say things like, like kill my character, Dungeon Daddy. You'd say things like that, where it was at the end of the sentence that you'd
Oh
ask.
yeah, like railroad me, Game Daddy.
There it is.
And then I think I said, "Oh, I'll rail you."
I remember one time
that
going
was
down a route like that.
I believe that's what happened.
You actually got Porker to kind of go full blown like turtle.
like as is happening now.
And I think there was blushing that occurred.
Yeah. They did not expect that.
Yeah.
Which was a fabulous move on your part, Mike.
For all their bravado, actually talking about somebody getting railed and Parker gets all blushy.
Mm-hmm. Sure can talk the talk, but can't get railroaded, can you? Oh, they're back.
Larson.
I was more descriptive about railroaded by Mike, then you probably would have stayed under the blanket. So.
Whatever, I'll railroad you.
I don't even know what that means. It sounds
It's
dirty.
like pegging.
Peg.
Say, it's-
Peg him.
No!
Peg him.
Sounds like
I
pegging
want
to me.
that. It's an exit only, yo. I've been telling people that for years. No.
Do you have to
I'm not gonna tell you
repeat
try it.
yourself often on that, Larson?
Yeah, there's a friend of mine who every now and then we help each other out in the capacity that our genitalia is able to do. And every now and then she kind of mentions that kind of thing. And I'm like, no, stay out of my butt. Get away from my butt.
Someone needs a does it butt shirt.
Yeah.
I need a does it butt shirt, but it's like does it butt, and the answer should just be no.
And on the back, instead of the bejeweled corn, it's just a big fat no.
Yeah, just
It's a
no.
nope button.
I just want to point out, if it's an exit only, then why did God put your G spot in there?
I'm not questioning that. I get that, but I don't want anybody pressing the button. I'm good.
What if I
Good.
sit on my finger first?
What if you what?
What?
Did you say sit on your finger first?
Spit.
Spit.
Oh, I was like, why would you sit on it? Spit makes way more sense. No, not even a
So
little.
maybe her fingers are cold. Maybe it's nice.
My
to
windows are open, so I want my neighbors to know. Even a lubed finger can't go in my ass.
We get it, you're straight.
Yeah,
Well,
I want my neighbors to know though. You know, just wanted them to know too.
I mean,
I saw a thing, and
We
maybe
get it,
it
you're
was, I
straight.
forget exactly what it was, but it was like how to remind a guy that his G-spot is actually in the prostate.
listen, I'm just saying also a lubed finger at some point is going to have to go in your ass because there are medical reasons at least.
I mean, that's true. I still haven't done that, and what? I'll be 35 this year.
They
When
can
do you
do it with a blood test now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they can?
I think
Keep out
so.
my ass.
Colonoscopy?
I wish they could figure that out for like a mammogram.
No, a prostate exam.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they actually have to do that anymore.
Oh, straight men got right on that and solved it as quick as they could.
How,
Amazing.
what do you know? What do you know?
Yeah.
Patriarchy was like, no more fingers in our butts. No.
Sort of like, have you guys seen the meme going around where it's like hockey season canceled, 25 minutes later, Saskatchewan scientist finds cure for coronavirus?
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
saw that, except it was
That's hilarious.
Ireland, and they closed the bar.
Close the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Another reason why there's no AA meetings in Ireland, because every time there's a gathering, it's at the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, to be Irish.
Ah.
Anywho,
All right. So, where was I?
I don't know.
I'm going to do my job that I didn't do because I was too tired.
Are you guys
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
help?
you
Is
were
everybody
asked
gonna
to
help pitch in
well on the
to try and do the cleanup?
Kai is going to pitch in,
I'll
Worse.
help. I've got multiple arms to help with.
but
So
not before
guys-
sending a quick message to Talon Card, if possible.
Sure.
Requesting a meeting.
Sure. He'll be available during your next off cycle. He'll put an hour on your calendar.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a skill challenge,
Ugh.
Cleaning skill challenge.
God damn it.
and this is going to be about cleaning the docking bay, which is something you guys are all very proficient at because you do it all the time.
That's
So isn't this in Snow White? Is this just Disney night?
Mhm.
I pull out my whistle.
And just
I hate it.
If I had a crown, I would put it on.
Oh my god.
If it makes you guys feel any better, I've been on loop just the intro song to Tangled just over and over and over again this last week.
Wow.
That's how my quarantine is going.
I've been watching a lot of a YouTube channel I discovered where the guy plays games, but in a way to completely fuck over the game and win it in a way that wasn't intended. Like having a zoo tycoon game where he put the zoo underground so nobody could actually see the animals. It filled the zoo, and then he fucked with all the zoo participants. Shit like that. Or Sims trapping the entire town inside of his house. Shit
Yes,
like that.
Parker?
I was going to ask if he plays with his wiener.
Oh, it always
That-
comes back to the wiener.
That got answered real quick. So
He probably does, but not on the YouTube video.
That's violates the TOS.
Yeah. It's frowned upon. That's what porn is for.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Anyhow,
I think Ty, being the senior most person here, would use his experience on the bay to start like finding the most efficient way to do the bare minimum here. Get it cleaned up just enough. Knowing Miss Borsinus, what she'd be looking for, to make
Just the
this
bare
as easy as
necessities.
possible. Yes, the bare necessities.
I have to go home.
Which
God
skill
damn it.
are you going to use?
I would call it expertise, I think.
Fair enough. All right.
ooh,
So that is going to be a success. You are going to find the rug that you can sweep the most dust under. And there are a couple of empty closets that you can cram some stuff into. It's starting to look a little bit cleaner, but like Bella said, there's still a lot of stocking to do on the shelves, and there's some things that are out of place and all of that. So
I feel like now that Bella is re-energized, she's just gonna basically like muscle her way through it, like move as quickly as possible, kind of like Hulk out when you gotta like move shit and stuff like that. So I'll go with physique.
You're not gonna Fantasia this, are you? With your magic?
I mean, a bit I could, but it's hard to control. So the thing is I might try to move something off of the shelf and knock the whole shelf over.
Don't do that.
So
Oh, I clicked something. I
probably.
think Whoa, what is that? I don't even know what that looks like. What the fuck is that?
Hey, it actually rolled the right thing.
It did roll the right thing.
Well, yeah, I was looking at my things and I was like, I can't remember what expertise is, but it feels right. So I clicked it thinking it would give me like a
Dang.
tooltip. Nah, it rolled it.
No, it's roll 20. You don't get what you want.
Yeah, I shouldn't click things. What the fuck am I thinking?
Maggie.
I wonder if they fixed the
I did
character
good.
Bella has a critical success. That's going to count as 2 successes out of the 5 that you need. So now we're at 3. Tell me what it looks like when Bella gets all hulktified.
Well, so it's interesting because she is a fairly small person, but she's used to working under pressure and in stressful situations, so she can kind of power through quickly. And probably a couple of times it is a little supernatural, whatever the hell she's doing. But even she's just moving so quickly she doesn't realize it. So like every once in a while there might actually be like something following behind her that she needs that she didn't realize she was making go with her. Or like lifting things that it doesn't make sense for her to be able to lift. But mostly she's just moving around very, very quickly and getting things. It probably doesn't look perfect, but like it's done.
Just
Cool.
flexing on all of us.
Yeah.
Cool. Who's next?
All right. Well, I have jotted down. I remember hearing that the or noticing that our cranes are currently in maintenance mode. So safety constraints, not so much. I'm going to push those maybe a little harder, faster than we usually go for the big stuff, moving things out of the way. Because I know it's like, well, I'm not limited by the normal safety stuff on that. So I'll try an expertise roll on that. Operating the machinery. Nope, that's not fixed for me.
Rosa just handled the rest of our successes for this session.
All right, I'll do it over here with the buttons.
We have to manually roll our shit. This quarantine is fucking.
There's a button still.
I made buttons for you. It's just not on the character sheet. I know. You hate it. All right, so 7 is still a success. Is a partial success. Roll percentile dice.
Okay.
You want to
Slash R D100.
Yep.
100, baby.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you are going to have a near miss. And if you were reporting this to OSHA safety standards, you would definitely have to file a report because you're going to swing the crane a little bit faster than it should have swung, and Sprocket is going to get grazed by one of the pieces of machinery that you were moving, but no injury has occurred. So we're going to have a conversation about your safety-mindedness. But for now, no injury.
I'm sending a report to Space OSHA right now. Just
Sorry, Sprocket.
Side note, Michael Parker is the absolute worst.
Why are you the worst, Michael Parker?
I mean, count the reasons.
In this specific case, why are you the worst?
No reason.
He sent me a picture of a railroad.
You just got railroaded.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, it's so nice to know that it isn't just getting pegged. You can be sent a picture of a railroad, and it counts.
If I could give you inspiration, Mr. Parker, I would. But that's not how this game works.
Okay.
Tech points are a thing, right?
Data points, yeah.
Data points?
Would you like a data point, sir?
I'll take one.
Consider yourself pointed.
One DP for railroading.
Just
1 DP for railroading.
Okay.
absolute worst.
Have you guys watched Bert Kreischer's newest Netflix special?
No.
Oh yeah,
That is
it
not
was
how that
way
sentence.
better than I expected.
It's not how I expected that sentence to go.
About how his 12-year-old daughter had her period party. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, when you have your first period, you throw a period party where
It's
you
like a
celebrate.
quinceañera.
I did not get a party.
I did not either.
Yeah, apparently you tell your dad to buy a red velvet cake and make him like that was him during the skit. He's like, she asked for a red velvet cake.
I wish I had been that cool when I started my period. That
And
is
then-
some shit I would do now.
Because it was Friday the 13th, she named her period Jason.
You name your period and you put it on the cake.
Ah.
And they invited boys to the party, and they had no idea what was going on.
I love that kid.
Oh yeah,
it was
his
awesome.
kid is diabolical the way he tells his stories. Like
It was
he
awesome.
talks about how stupid she is. He's like, she's dumb. She's so dumb. Let me tell you what this kid thought about this one thing, and it's hilarious.
I don't know. I think she sounds pretty damn great.
Oh, it was It was wonderful.
And then
He's
she-
the one that had the whole Russian mob thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
he eats a bunch of edibles and she fucks with him while he's high.
And Tom Segura put out his newest special, and that was pretty good too.
I haven't seen that one yet. Anyway, sorry. The made me think of it. So we have 4 out of 5 successes. Parker is the only member of... Minty is the only member of the team that has not participated. Is Minty participating in the cleanup effort?
Yeah. I'm just going to kind of follow everyone and pick up their trails.
Like snail trails?
I have to go home.
Bye.
Does that mean something other than what a snail leaves behind? I have a question.
Parker, can you explain to the Game Daddy what a snail trail is, please? I'd like to hear it in your words.
If you tell me it's vaginal discharge, I will literally throw up.
Close. However, a snail trail is when you get the vagina all nice and juicy,
Juicy is my word, yes.
and they leave a trail from one end to the other.
And it can be any part. I've heard scooting up a thigh works, scooting up a body works, whatever.
Like
Just-
doing the dog with anal sacs boot scoot
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
My
with
legs
your
and
vagina?
hair status,
Well,
but-
it could be like on your thigh, or it could be on the sheets.
That doesn't sound fun.
like say she was enjoying rubbing up against your thigh or
Right.
like your end of your leg, and then scooted up closer to your torso and left a bit of a trail behind.
A snail trail, if you will.
Yeah, one could track the progress in reverse and find the original location using said trail.
I like that Rick stumbled on that innuendo.
I
That's
like
not what I was
that
intending.
it was explained. It makes me so happy.
You're welcome,
It's an
Internet.
educational channel. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like and subscribe.
audience, like everybody, you gotta stare directly into your webcam and just be like, "More you know, knowledge is power."
That said, we have changed our URL to escapefarts.org because we are now a public education facility.
Yes, that's true.
Um,
And
We
on
also
couldn't
Patreon-
quite get
.edu.
I was
.edu.
going to say, soon it'll be
It's
escapeparts.edu.
hard. You have to show, a lot of legal documents. We're working on it. We'll get there.
Does it but university?
And also on the $5 Patreon level, the podcast, I Have a Question.
Oh my God, that's an amazing
You
podcast.
can raise questions and have someone in our group answer them, which 98% of the time will be Parker.
Wow. It's just a podcast of us talking and then Rick going, I have a question.
Maggie, we were supposed to start this, and Rick was supposed to ask us questions.
Why haven't we done that?
Because we're all terrible people.
That
We have
sounds
extra
like the way
time
you
now
guys
in
do it.
quarantine.
You guys tell stories and use jargon, if you will, and then Rick just, I have a question, and all of a sudden it's like, yes, Rick, and it's like, you just said snail trail in your story. Elaborate, please. Thank you, and then you resume and you say something else, and he just, I have a question.
You just said fursona. Explain.
Yeah, just you have to use as much jargon as you can. Don't be too descriptive because you need to give Rick.
Were we broadcasting for the Fursona episode?
Yes, we were.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But you could always throw in a fake one that you just make up on the spot, and then at the end of the episode, he has to guess which one it was.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh.
I like
At the end, what thing did we make up?
Chris gets an EP credit.
Wow.
Now it's slowly turning into like
better than a
Who Wants to
DP
Be a
credit.
Millionaire, but with like weird shit where Rick is just sitting there in the hot seat, and one of you go full blown Regis, and you go and say something. He has four choices.
I'm
I
Sean
love
Evans, and
it.
We're
this
shitting on
is Hot
someone's
Ones.
chest mid coitus. Go! Hot Carl.
We're gonna start getting random texts from Rick, be like, "Hey, phoning a friend here." Just
Yeah, he calls up one of us. He's like, "Hey, Mike, I need to know what's the term for when someone shits on a chest during sex?" You're
Is
like,
that the Cleveland Steamer or the Hot Carl?
yeah, there you go.
is this for the podcast now, or no? I don't want to know.
Baggy.
Oh my God.
I believe it originated in Cleveland, but I'm fairly certain. Like he just goes full blown like sex nerd. It'd be great.
Well, actually,
Well, actually,
Many believe the roots are Cleveland, but Carl was the first to do it in 1901.
I love and hate you guys just at the same time.
all of
A
it.
whole network of stupid shit.
Maggie, you know there's going to be a segment in our comic about this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All of it.
Maggie and I are coming up with a comic, by the way, about us.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
I can't wait to see how I'm portrayed.
Oh boy. In a dark way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We'll work on it.
You're just gonna be a vape cloud. With a
That would
black
be me.
t-shirt.
Actually, so the character designs are going to be based off of Lyra and Sunshine.
Yeah.
I already have an idea for Michael Parker.
Mike should literally be like Thomas the Tank Engine, but it's his face on the front, so that he can railroad people. It'd be perfect.
It's the most creepy thing.
Yeah, it would be
Terrifying.
so creepy.
I hate it.
There's some music video I can't think of some like 80s dude who literally put his face on the front of a train, and I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it was so horrible. God, what the fuck was that?
So back to
Anyway.
the skill challenge.
We're playing a game here, people.
We have viewers who are expecting us to actually provide them with, role-playing content.
Are they?
Peter Gabriel. That's who it was.
Jesus Christ.
Come for the role-playing, stay for the sex talk.
It's more like a sex podcast that just happens to feature some role playing.
Fair enough. And not that kind of role-play.
I was gonna say, in a vacuum, that makes total sense.
Oh God.
Parker, would you like to make a roll?
I'm going to go with...
If you say physique, I'm going to throw up.
influence.
Okay. Are you influencing the dust back underneath the rug?
Yeah, who are you influencing to clean?
I'm influencing everyone.
I mean, that's
Are
fair.
we gonna all get extra cleanliness?
Yeah.
Mentee's really just walking around like
You're doing a great job.
exactly.
Took on the supervisor role, like wow.
She's like delegating.
you really got this.
Well, see over here, you missed a spot. You missed a spot over here.
So would Minty yell at Sprocket for being in the way of the crane, or at Ellipsis for being irresponsible with a crane?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, we both get in trouble for it.
60 minutes!
Well, because I can shapeshift, I can grow an extra head, and both can yell at you at the same time.
Nice.
There we go.
Good use of shapeshifting. Hell yeah.
Belittling coworkers. Check.
No, you got to hit the button
What?
below our names.
Yeah, it's
Bottom
just
left.
a +1, +2, that shit.
Like our actual names.
We're under Borsina's docking bay there.
Maybe they didn't enable it back during that first session, because I know you had to have us go into settings and turn it on, right?
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you see
In the
4
macros.
buttons below our names that say 2d6 -1 +1 +2? Oh, there you go.
So
That was
6
1d6.
is gonna be it's yeah.
Why? Hold on.
There we go.
There we go. Woo woo.
A 9 is a partial success, but it's still a success. So you are going to be able to influence everyone to move a little bit quicker and scrub a little bit harder. But you're going to roll a d4, And Bella is 1, Ty is 2, Sprocket is 3, and Ellipsis is 4. One of them is going to severely resent you for it. So Ty really doesn't like the way you were talking to him about how he missed a fucking spot over.
Well, this is also, it's kind of my job.
Makes sense, actually.
Good job, Dice.
Good job, Dice. That actually fits really well.
Minty is stepping on my toes here.
That's all you get is a fucking heavy sigh.
Respect your opinion. However,
Just clean.
you're also not cleaning. You're doing the bare minimum.
Well, sometimes that's all you need. All right? Listen. Don't tell me what to do.
Fuck off, mate.
All right? All right. Oh, fuck off. You take care of the rest.
Uh-oh.
I feel a little responsible for
I leave and
this.
go get a bear.
That sounds like we
My
lost
job.
whatever
Bear?
successes Ty gave us. If
He
we're
goes to get a beer. I feel. Thanks for helping. Sorry. Probably should have actually done my work 4
So-
hours ago.
As you guys are finishing up the cleaning, but not before you're done. I'm sorry, but definitely before you're done. The large cargo ship slides into the dock. No issues there. It comes in and gets the cranes in place and docks in. You're not sure exactly what it's hauling, but it is completely in the bay. Why is everybody covering their mouths?
I don't know.
Parker and I are children. Keep
Am I making
going.
another sex reference?
It's not, you said slides in, and then
Slides
you said
in.
comes in, and both of our faces were like,
That's exactly how it works, though. I mean, that's just descriptive.
And then you said,
Unless you have an unlubed condom.
yeah, we're not. We tried real hard not to laugh. Sorry.
Let's see, can I line this up just right? Close enough.
I didn't tell everyone about my first sexual experience.
Is that the fucking intermission right now? Everybody has to go around talking about their first time now?
We can't possibly be intermission. We've barely actually played this game.
We've been at it an hour and a half, and I feel like we've been at it like 40 minutes.
We've had one challenge where we cleaned the bay.
That's it.
Real quick, though, I do have to pee.
Okay.
There.
Let's take a 5-minute bio break, and when we get back,
Big
Parker's going to
bio
tell everybody
break.
about their first sexual experience.
Yep. You just volunteered, Minty.
I hate my life.
No, you don't. The only intermission music I know.
That's fucking tremendous, Larson.
Fucking Monty Python shit. Hell yeah.
Oh God.
Careful, Maggie.
It's good. One day I will fall backwards in this chair.
Yeah, I really need to get a new chair, but I opted for the monitor first. I don't trust the thing.
We ordered a chair and desk from Staples, like 1 hour delivery for Kate because she's like been dying trying to work from home at the kitchen table. So we like set up a little office space for her in the bedroom. Except we went all the way to Staples. We picked up the chair, like did our best not to interact with anybody. Got home. I started building it, and they gave us a chair with 2 right arms. Yeah.
Damn.
So then I had to go back and try and return it, and they were like, well, you can't. We have the exact same chair here with all the right parts, but we can't do an even exchange because you bought this online. So you have to return it and then buy the new chair. But it's going to take 5 business days for the money to get back in your account. So I was just like extra broke for several days because I had to basically buy 2 chairs. It was dumb.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
That's
But now we have
completely ridiculous.
Yeah. And then the guy kept telling me that the chair that we bought was a gaming chair and not an office chair. And I was like, are there laws against her doing office work in the gaming chair? Because I find that gaming chairs are just more comfortable.
They definitely can be.
And he was just like, well, I just wanted to make sure that you knew. And I was like, I mean, like, it's just a chair.
It's a fucking chair, you dick.
I was like, it's just a chair. I don't understand why she can't. It could be an office chair if it's in an office.
It's
Be a
like-
kitchen chair if it was.
It could be a kitchen chair, yeah.
it's
For
like
that
how the
matter, my
table-
kitchen chair could be a gaming chair if I was using it to game.
See,
The
they
kitchen
let
chair
people take
is-
shit home from our fucking offices. Like, if I really would have thought ahead, I would have gone in and grabbed a chair, but I didn't think
Yeah.
about it.
She almost did that too. But now we have an extra chair.
Story.
What? Whoa.
What's that, Parker?
What?
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
Oh, I said I missed the whole first half of that story.
Yeah, Maggie had to buy 2
Oh.
chairs because
I had to-
Staples fucking sucks.
Yeah. They gave me a chair with 2 right arms, but I only figured that out after halfway building the first one, which I brought back to them halfway built. I was like, I wasn't taking this apart for you here. Especially since you're making me buy the second chair before you'll put money back in my account for the first chair.
Staples. So like, well, I was going to buy a chair, and like after we moved to the house, we've got a Staples like 5 minutes that way. So I went. It's like, oh, I'll sit in the chairs and whatever. And I was like, oh, this is the chair I want, which is actually the one I got here. And it came in 2 colors, blue and black. And I said I would like the black one, and they're like, okay. So they bring out a box to the front of the store which says blue on it. And I was like, I mean, I don't mean to complain because this guy, like, first of all, I had to chase him down. He's like 1 of 2 people working in the store. And he went, was huffing and puffing, and it was such an ordeal to get the chair to the front of the store. I was like, I don't mean to be a dick, but I don't want the blue one. And they're like, oh no, it's black. I was like, well, I'd love to believe you, but it says blue on the box, and I point to it. And they're like, well, this is the only one we have. And they're like, but you can order it, and you could order it delivered to the store for free. I'm like, fine, I'll go home and order it. So I go online to the Staples website, and it's cheaper by like $50 to have them ship it straight to the house. So I was like, I tried brick and mortar, tried to support you.
Usually how it happens.
Yeah. I did make this kid the second go around open the fucking box and show me the chair, like the arms, to make sure
That's
that I
fair.
did not have. And he was annoyed, but I didn't care. So Whatever.
If it had had 2 right arms, he would have made you pay for it anyway, and then still.
I know.
And then
He
return
wouldn't.
it online.
He wouldn't open it until I paid for it. He was like, if you're gonna pay for it, then I guess. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy this chair. Like, but I'm not leaving the store unless I know the parts are right. And then he opened it and then taped it back shut again. And I was like, I'm sorry, you couldn't have fucking done that before I paid for it. Like, whatever.
Fucking
Anyhow.
dickheads. Parker,
But I did get toilet paper on that trip, so.
do you have something you'd like to share with the group?
I got a mouthful of Funyuns.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this house, we stress by chips.
There are so many
So
better
many-
chips than Funyuns.
I
That's
have
true.
Cool Ranch Doritos, I have Funyuns, I have hot fries, I have hot Cheetos, I have Flamin' Hot Funyuns, I have white cheddar Poppables, I have sea salt potato chip Lays that were blessed by a rabbi, I have Cheetos covered dust popcorn, I have, you name it, I have it.
You're making shit up.
How are your chips blessed by a rabbi?
Kosher, right?
Yeah.
I really appreciate that you said they were blessed by a rabbi because they're kosher.
That's true. In order to be certified kosher, you have to be blessed by a rabbi.
I did not know that.
That can't be true.
It's absolutely true.
The salt has to be, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so they use kosher
Okay.
salt. Okay.
So
Man, now I'm just picturing
bizarre.
like a salt factory or however they make salt, evaporating water, I guess. And like they've got one or a whole bunch of rabbis maybe on staff, and they just spend their time blessing the crystals as they go by.
I know at the hot dog factories that are kosher, they actually have rabbis that are on site that do like inspections.
There you go.
And
Oh,
make
I'm
that
sure
stay
they have
kosher.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Can you even do that to be halal? Like, is there even a way?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Islamic food requirements.
I don't know anything about any religion.
It's something about the way the meat, like the blood of the animal is spilled in the meat and what. It's pretty hard for Muslims to eat meat that isn't prepared by somebody that they know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, so we have a clean docking bay, and it is now full of a giant cargo ship. And the crew of the cargo ship is going to disembark, and they're going to request the typical service, resupply, and such things. They're going to look for recommendations for watering holes and whorehouses, things like that. And they are going to ask you to refrain from entering the cargo bays. They're going to ask you to limit your access to on the ship to the crew quarters and the bridge.
Hmm.
Why are they being sketchy?
They're not. Their cargo bays are locked and under I forget what the term is, but you know, like when you're transporting something from Canada to Mexico through the United States, that has to get locked by customs.
Yes.
They're transporting sensitive material between the two, between Zoshin and the Congressional Republic of Okrith, and they don't want to have to pay extra fines for having their seals broken.
So this isn't that abnormal of a request.
It's not super common, but it's something you guys have totally run into before.
Okay.
Sounds like a great way to smuggle shit, though, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you as a, and this is something you guys would totally know, that you as a crew member don't have access to any of the seals, and you can't seal them yourself, right? So they're only issued to like customs officials, and they're sealed in such a way that it's difficult to duplicate, and like they have to be intact when they get to their destination.
Okay.
Yes.
We asked them why they're early.
You can. You didn't yet.
I actually want to know which character gave the answer to the recommendation for whorehouses, just out of curiosity.
I was gonna say, go check out Parker's. Here's a like hollow ad. Be great.
It's totally minty.
Oh, I was pointing down to Ty.
Oh, was it
Ty is
Ty?
below you on my screen.
Ty's not even there. Ty left to get a beer.
Oh, that's right. You ditched when you pushed him off.
I thought
Oh,
we came
right.
back and just watched.
Yeah.
I figured that would be very Ty-esque.
Yeah.
No.
Fine.
So they have an excellent navigator, and normally the navigation is done by AI and it's pre-planned, but this particular cargo ship chooses to have a navigator that is a sentient being rather than a PC, rather than an AI, and they were able to navigate the jumps that are required in the space lanes in such a way that they shaved a little bit of time off of the transit.
And the Kepler run in 12 parcels.
They made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs, yeah. Do you like how Solo closed that plot hole?
Yeah, I actually hated that.
I respected it. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Nice try.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they tried to address it, right?
I guess.
I didn't even see that movie.
Yeah. It was actually pretty good. Donald Glover as Lando was worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
Until like 3 months ago, but I was definitely happy that I finally did see it.
I want that man to put a baby in me.
It was
I have-
mostly just that part that I was like, meh.
I have an unhealthy thing for Amelia Clark, so
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what she doesn't have, she doesn't need.
See, that sounds like the way I think about Natalie Portman. I love that woman.
Oh, on Natalie Portman.
Mm. She's just got that perfect girl next door thing going for her. I love it. Jesus.
That's
Amelia
Kristen Bell for me.
Clark.
Like,
Oh, there you go. That's a good
Kristen
one.
Bell's just
Oh, I would
Perfect in every
100% go Amelia Clark over Kristen Bell or Natalie
Have
Portman.
you seen Fanboys, Mike?
I don't think so.
Kristen Bell as Slave Leia.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It was cool. Is that an R2-D2 in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Anyway.
Anyway.
So yeah, the seals are intact, and they politely request that you refrain from breaking them.
You got it, dude.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess I'll start restocking for them.
Okay. As you restock, nothing really seems out of the ordinary at first. But then as you get further and further in, the amount of restocking that you're having to do doesn't match up with how long they are supposed to have been in space. Like normally you're, filling in and you're putting things, you're rotating forward, and you're able to tell where most things go because they're not completely depleted. This ship is bare.
So like
It's full of bears.
it's full of bears. It's just Harry Gaiman.
Love it.
Pretty grades.
So a little deja vu, almost.
Deja vu for what?
That last ship with the
No.
refugees.
Even the last ship was they had stocked up. Like
Okay.
this one is like completely bare.
Did you change your name again to I have a question?
I hate it.
How did
All
you
right. I feel like we're going to have to charge them a bit more than normal.
Yes, Minty.
are we live streaming on YouTube right now?
It's on Twitch, but yeah.
Can you send me the link?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
This is normally something I would take to Ty, but he got mad and left.
You can always. I forgot I had an accent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can always go get him.
Yeah, I guess I have time.
It's on Twitch right now? Fucking hey, right?
Do I know where Ty would be? Or
He
any-
has a favorite watering hole for sure. It's just down the hall.
Okay, yeah, I'll head down and go find him because that's definitely who I would go to about something like this because we're having to give them a lot more than like a normal restock would be. And I know that that's going to cost more money. And they didn't say anything about paying us more money. So I'll head down to that bar and kind of look around for him. Are you like being conspicuous or?
No, I'm just hanging out at the bar having a beer.
So I'm going to head down and find him and I guess saddle up next to him. Like,
Hey, Billa.
hey, so
Join me for a beer?
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just I had a question and you weren't there and I didn't know.
Oh, you should ask Minty. She's a
With-
know-it-all.
Well, I am. I wanted to say that I'm sorry. You were helping because I had not done my job and caused a bit of it seems a disagreement. So it feels a little bit like it's my
It's
fault.
not a big thing. I'm just being a bit of a prima donna.
I don't
What
know
else
what.
can you
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Diva.
I think I've heard that one.
A princess.
I know that one. Yeah. Anyway, the ship we're doing restocking, and it is completely empty. Like
It
usually
sounds
it's
like they need to fill it up then.
Well, they just said like the regular restock, and I was planning for that, but it is a lot more than that. It's going to cost more money.
Well, if they just want the regular restock, we give them the regular restock, send them on the way. It's not our
Okay.
responsibility if they run out of resources in the middle of the
Do you think we should
galaxy.
say anything, or why are they so empty? And why do we keep getting ships that don't have the appropriate amount of? Why is everything so complicated all of a sudden?
That's a
So-
good question.
As you are sitting at the bar, and Sprocket and Ellipsis and Minty as well, all 5 of you get a simultaneous ping in your group chat from Talon Card.
Oh boy.
What's that one?
He's the information broker.
Oh, okay.
And it says, the ship that just pulled into your docking bay is not who they say they are.
Sick.
my whole butt.
Actually, it says huff my whole butt, Matt. If you look at his, because Matt has been changing his name, and now at this moment in time, it says get railroaded, Parker.
What are you talking about?
Oh, now it says eat my entire ass, Parker. My bad. I'm sorry. You changed it.
Does that sound like a thing I would say? That's fucked up. I think Zoom is glitching. This is probably part of that whole hacking thing that's been happening, you know?
Ours is actually encrypted, so
Your face is encrypted.
your
And
mom.
he's a glass slipper.
An accent.
The rest of the message from Card says that cargo ship is hauling data cores for Zona. Their seals are counterfeit.
Why does this keep happening? I was doing so good at keeping my head down, you know?
Yeah, well,
Bad chips we've missed over the years.
it's hard to say no to this man.
So I'm
He's so
mystified why we keep getting this
handsome.
free information, but
It does seem like he is invested somehow in us.
Yeah, he is. So charming.
People like that who invest expect some kind of return eventually, though.
The return could be whatever we're causing now.
Well, that's why I've requested a meeting with him after all of this.
Wait, you've requested a meeting with Talon Carr.
Of course, yes.
To talk
he-
about what?
Why he's all up in our shit and invested in our shit.
I'd like to be at that meeting, actually. If you don't mind.
Absolutely.
What's that, Parker?
I remember who this guy is. I'm trying to seduce him.
Hmm. So,
Not if Ty can first.
do we go back to the ship and try to see what that is about, or you just want to finish your beer?
Ty
Walk me down.
slams back a beer.
Bella
and,
tries to slam back a beer, but it like does that thing where it like drips down the sides of her face because she's not as.
That happened to me in my mellow yellow earlier. It's fun.
Nice.
We'll work on that.
Right.
In the meantime, let's get back.
All right.
So back at the docking bay, Sprocket and Ellipsis and Minty all received the same message as well.
So, what the fuck?
Miss Borsinas said not to load my AI into another ship. But I don't recall anything against checking the records. So I'll just try and do that manually. I'd like to, especially specifically before we got the message from Talon Card, I was curious to look at the crew roster to see what I could learn about the Navigator. But now I'm also going to look for any information about what they might actually be carrying.
Didn't we get hacked earlier?
Did we get hacked?
Not like us, but like the docking bay. Something got hacked earlier, right? Not like in this session, but like.
Yeah, so that's why the inspectors got sent there. I don't know if we got hacked more than like flagged by someone.
Okay. I was just thinking if like the docking bay had gotten hacked, it could be an entirely different ship who claimed to be the person who they're supposed to be, and that's how they got the information, and that's why they're there early. And
I guess the real question is, what are we going to do with this information?
Yeah,
last
well,
time we
I
got
guess
involved with one of these damn ships, it was fucking crazy.
that's true. So maybe I won't act on the information from Talon yet, but I am still. I was curious. Like, not a people person. I don't want to actually talk to the navigator, but if I can learn about him, I'm gonna like stalk their Facebook here. So an interface role.
Called Spacebook?
Spacebook.
Hey, space?
Space.
You access the face space, no problem.
So what do you want to know? You succeed. I'll answer to the fullest 2 questions.
Astrological sign, duh. And then what else?
ASL.
After 3 questions.
It's all in one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I want the, because I don't know who they are. I want to know their name, full name, and I guess a way to contact them.
Specifically about the navigator, or are we looking at the ship in general?
At this point, I'm looking at the navigator.
Okay.
Because it's like I note that it's pretty impressive that they can, shave that much time off a trip over an AI. So this might be a good person to be able to get in touch with or hire, or I don't know what I might need him for in the future, but a useful skill set I've noticed.
Okay. The navigator's name is Volkanov.
That's not how I would have pronounced that.
How would you have pronounced it?
Volkanov.
Volkanov?
I would have said Volkanov.
They are a... You think of the best way to describe this. They are from a species of biological AIs that exist solely in what we would consider to be a humanoid body, only they're completely androgynous and so far advanced beyond what humans understand that they are able to navigate the stars that way. Yes, Parker.
Like Bicentennial Man.
Mm.
Oh, man, that movie.
More advanced than that, but yeah. And less robot-like.
But doesn't... Okay, let me remind you. I haven't seen this movie and probably since I was a small child. Doesn't he become human? Isn't that his thing?
I don't remember.
I've never seen it.
3 or 4 times.
I have to Google this because I made this reference and this is my own. I did this to myself.
So essentially their bodies are more fluid than humans, but they're still bipedal. Think like an amoeba.
Did you know that was based off of a novel?
I did not.
You're based off of a novel.
Your mom is based off of a novel.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now Matt's name is Does It Butt, and Parker's name is It Butts. Jesus.
I wouldn't do that. That's just so messed up.
That's Zoom hacking more than
Yeah.
crazy.
Does this species or this type of life form have a name?
Yes, it
And
does.
Okay.
Rick doesn't know what it is yet, though.
That's fine. And is this like a super rare, like, is this a novel thing for Ellipsis to have discovered, or is this like in any way surprising?
It's rare. It's not something that Ellipsis has ever run into before. It's not necessarily like a shock that there's a species that you've never heard of before, because there's billions of different species in the galaxy. But this particular one is like, If it was a card in a trading card game, it would be an ultra rare.
So I presume I've got the name and contact information for Volkanov. It mentions the species, and I'm like, never heard of that. So I ping space internet, and I'm like, oh, holy crap, that's cool.
Yeah, you get like a general idea of what they look like. Think like nebula colors and skin with a texture of like oobleck. Yes, Parker.
I don't know what that is.
Neither.
Cornstarch
A
and water.
non-Newtonian fluid.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
You never made oobleck back in like science class in like elementary or middle school?
Cornstarch and water, so like that if we mix it together, it's like bouncy.
Well, like
It's
when
like
you-
liquid, but when you put pressure on it, it becomes
It's like-
solid.
Yeah, so you toss it back and forth, and it's like a ball. And then as soon as you stop, it starts melting out of your hand because it turns liquid. It's non-Newtonian. It doesn't hold one state. It's solid, and then it's liquid. It's fucking insane.
This person is squishy.
Okay,
Don't slap
Juicy.
them.
someone to send me a recipe because I need something to do. Because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going to resort to making
2
slime.
ingredients, 3 if you want color, because that's what always kids wanted was food coloring.
Yeah, lots and
There's
lots
a-
of cornstarch.
There's a Mythbusters where I believe they actually made a big tank of it, and
Yeah.
they discovered you could run across the surface if you were going fast enough, but if you stand on the surface, it sink down.
Yes, I've seen that. It's
Okay.
really cool.
I did have that image pop into my head. Didn't know if it was correct. Also, my reference to Bicentennial Man, totally wrong. It's fine.
Cool.
Cool. So, yeah, nebula colors, weird texture, and no discernible organs. It's just like a form. It's held together by surface tension that's not really explained.
Is there like salary or contract information in this file?
There is not.
Okay.
But you know that the crew of this ship, at least from what you can tell from Bella being on board, has been together for a very long time.
Hmm.
What else are you looking for?
I guess I'll look to see if I can if there's any mention of what Talon told us that the data chips are about Zona or from Zona.
About, yes.
About Zona. So with that information, I might try and dig in and see if I can figure out where, like, if this crew has like an actual allegiance. That might be more than just like surface level what I might find in the computer. But I'm curious to see who they might be working for or where.
The crew are all Zona descendants, I guess is the right term. Their parents' on both sides for several generations were all corporate higher-ups at Zona. And all of these beings are like never going to be anything but completely involved in Zona.
So can I infer from this whether they're working on behalf of Zona? Like, are they
Definitely.
they're protecting this stuff rather than okay?
Definitely.
But does that? So Town Card's information said that they're not what they say, who they say they are.
Right. They didn't tell you that they were from Zona. They said
Okay.
they were a cargo ship.
Okay. Got it.
Sprocket.
Yep.
Sorry. Ellipsis, were you done?
I just, having recently been propositioned with a side job by Ty, I'm thinking that this might be relevant information to share with Ty at some point.
You can send him all you found through the linkings, or you can do it face to face when he gets back. You know he'll be back eventually.
Yeah, because I saw Bella go to get him, so yeah, I'll hold on until I see him.
Okay. Sprocket, while you are doing your normal routine maintenance checks, you, because of the greenest grass, when it came through, you're being a little bit more thorough on this particular cargo vessel. Nothing seems like it's going to be out of the ordinary for the cargo vessel, but you do notice that the seals that are on the cargo bays are not intact already. So you know that none of your crewmates were messing with the seals because you were specifically requested not to, but you notice that they're already broken.
Oh, on those containers that the seals aren't supposed to be broken on. Oh, shit.
Because in the message it said that they were fake.
Yeah, so they told us not to check it, assuming that we'd be like, oh, well, yeah, those are sealed. We shouldn't touch them. I mean,
I want to check them.
I was going to say, if they were unsealed, I mean, no harm, no foul at this point. I'd probably take a look. Being cautious, but I'd take a look.
And you notice that they are fake as fuck. So this is not something that's ultra common, but it's common enough that you know what a legit seal looks like, and these are not sealed.
They're not even good forgeries, it sounds like.
They're not bad forgeries, but they're somebody who even has a passing acquaintance with what they should be doing knows that they're fake as fuck.
Yeah, okay.
They're decent to an untrained eye.
There we go. Well, I'm going to convey that. I'm going to communicate it out via my little group chat with everybody to let them know, like, hey, guys, these containers aren't sealed like they said they were, and even the seals themselves are not legitimate. There's something going on here.
Let's check it out.
Say, have you looked inside yet?
I text
I'm
back.
about to.
Text
Like
back.
to.
Let's check it out with a bunch of punching emojis.
Check it out!
When those punching emojis come through, Sprocket's little communicator, instead of doing his normal just ping, goes Hadouken!
And I hear that, and I'm like, the fuck? Okay, whatever. So I probably don't know that far off, Earthling reference. Or Terrans, or whatever the hell they would be in this universe.
I mean, in fairness, Street Fighter 2 transcends planets.
True.
Galaxies.
There's a few pop culture things that have permeated the universe, and it's like Street Fighter 2, Back to the Future, probably some Star Wars, some Star Trek. Cinderella.
Obviously not Cinderella.
Every Disney film and why the songs are a perfect explanation for your alien genitalia.
Okay,
Cinderella's only most of the way through the galaxy.
Yeah, seeing Minty's response, I'm like, her enthusiasm for mischief is a little unsettling.
Speaking of Cinderella, and not that it would come from either of the people with vaginas in this group, but one of the Disney songs, "Someday My Prince Will Come."
It definitely wouldn't come from this one.
Well, see, if it's a song about your vagina, it would imply that your vagina wouldn't be capable of making the prince come. So that would seem like a burn. Like, oh, I can tell you the Disney song for your vagina. Boom. You know.
Oh,
Side note, Minty's Disney song for their genitalia is Transformation from the movie Brother Bear.
wow.
Perfect.
Deep
I mean,
cuts.
technically, just I'm gonna be like the Avengers theme song for Sprockets because it's all owned by Disney.
True.
I mean, but Sprocket is...
We don't know what the fuck is up with Sprocket. Right now, I'm female, and then I'll turn male one day. I think it was. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
also gonna just go with the fact that Sprocket doesn't have genitals.
I mean, maybe one of my arms is a genital. Who knows?
It
Don't
could
focus
be.
on that.
I have arm feet.
It's
Leg
your
arms.
Palms. All 6 of them.
There's a masturbation joke in there somewhere.
That's all I do. If you ever see Sprocket clapping, that's masturbation. Just
I have to go home.
but all 6, so it's just 6.
I hate it.
Hold on.
I just love the idea that Sprocket, the first time that they're in like a show put on by humanoids and everyone claps at the end, you're like horrified at what everyone's seeing
Yeah.
right now.
Masturbation orgy.
Masturbate. Oh, that would be great.
That's amazing.
In response to what you just said.
Okay.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's what you get. It's what you deserve, honestly. And yes, I'll share it with the class.
Honey bunches of yikes with the super like old man meme guy in the middle.
That's tremendous.
Wow. Where did Rick left? He's done.
Yeah, Rick quit.
He doesn't want to do this anymore.
No, my dog pushed the door open and I get loud, so I have to make sure the kids can't hear me talking about
Dicks.
palm
stuff.
vaginas.
Oh, that's gonna be great. You're gonna be going off on some tangent talking about dicks, and you're gonna turn to the doorway, and it's gonna be a kid, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck."
My
Railroad.
child is 10
Nail
feet that
trail.
way,
Yeah,
separated
that's-
by just a door.
That's amazing.
Good call.
Ah,
I don't know where my cat is, so
You don't want to scar your cat. That's true.
Michael won't let me say the word penetration around her because she's too little.
I mean, animals walk in on sex. They're gonna figure it out. You
He
know.
literally throws her out when we do. So
Well, I mean, who wants an animal to look at them judgingly? And cats, that's all they do. The cat will look at him being like, "That's the best you've got," and he'll just be like, "Fuck,
really, that's your stroke game?
wow."
I mean,
Do
also
better,
His
you-
dick isn't even barbed.
That's one weak ass dick. Cats have better dicks. It's like, dude, that's not how we. No, not barbed, motherfucker.
I mean, also same. If anyone has sex with me, I judge it immediately.
wow.
Yeah, just to blanket the crew.
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
I'm just gross. Barbed dicks.
I mean, that's
It could
how.
be worse. It could be a
those next
fucking
levels,
corkscrew,
Bella.
like a duck.
I mean, that's what I actually thought of that immediately.
I mean, there's something romantic about that, just the perfect corkscrew and counter corkscrew. Like, oh, it's like a key and a lock. It's beautiful.
No, it's rape.
No, yeah, those vaginas
But
are like
don't focus on the fact that ducks rape the female ducks. Just focus on the majesty of they fit together thanks to nature.
That's very male privilege of you.
Oh yeah,
Gross.
I'm all about the duck male privilege.
How
Oh.
patriarchy of you.
Yeah, I have
Leslie.
fought for duck patriarchy for many years, and I will not change because I know some anti-patriarchal duck people.
Hashtag not all ducks.
Oh my
Well
god!
I am literally dead. Literally, I just died.
Not all ducks.
Every once in a while, they come to me and they're bad.
Viewers,
That
if you're submitting
That
your
on a
questions,
shirt I'd be down with too. Hashtag not all ducks. People would be like, the
if you're submitting your questions for this week's podcast, hashtag for this week is not all ducks.
Remember to make it trend on Twitter.
Smash that
Oh
like
my
button.
god. We're never ever gonna get anywhere in this game.
Oh, no. No.
Nope.
If you stay until the end, though, I will actually tell you about my embarrassing first time.
I was gonna say it can't be any worse than mine, and then I remembered who we were talking about, and I thought better
Right.
of it.
Bitch, you thought, bitch, bet.
Parker's just gonna start it out with some horrible location, like, so I was in a rundown Taco Bell, and you'll be like, oh no. Oh, where's
Like the
this
back of
going
a
already?
Volkswagen?
Mild sauce everywhere. Ah! Ah!
Upsettingly enough, you're not that far off.
Oh my god.
Well,
Uh,
I'm gonna be here till the end. I'm curious now.
so Sprocket.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
to this.
Provided nobody in the group text message made it sound like they were coming right then and I should wait, which it didn't sound like anybody said, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to take a look
Okay, so
cautiously.
when you enter the cargo hold, there are stacks and stacks of what you easily recognize as data cores. And they're each labeled with a Z and then a 12-digit serial number. So you can easily infer that they're Zona backups. In the middle of the docking bay, there's a laser light going onto each one of the cores from a centralized tracking unit, and as you enter, there's a timer that starts to count down from 60.
What? Fuck.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm kind of a technical person and my interface is +2. Maybe I can tinker with this a little bit and stop this from doing whatever it's going to do. And or figuring out what the fuck it's about to do.
You're pretty sure it's explosive.
Yeah, I'd like to make it not go boom.
How would you like
But-
to make it not go boom?
I feel like that would be interface, if I'm remembering it correctly, like interfacing with systems and technology and stuff. So I'm going to go with that, and let's hope to hell I don't fuck this up.
Oh my god, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Oh,
Oh my god.
So full success. The timer is going to stop at 45 seconds. The laser lights are going to flicker out. Once
I
the
feel
laser-
like this is when Ty and,
It's like,
I was gonna
and
say.
Bella would walk up.
Ty and Bella walk in and they're like, so,
you guys see a laser light show, suddenly, boom.
Oh,
It's like,
so we're just doing this, are we?
Ty and
oh
Bella
boy.
enter the cargo hold behind Sprocket, and the timer starts back up,
Oh.
counting down from 45.
Up.
Hey, Sprocket,
Just-
what have you done?
What
you
is that?
can't roll again.
yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, you just set off a sensor, apparently, that I just disabled.
This is
Feel
about the time.
I guess for the sake of the game, I'll be like, and I'm locked out for at least 60 seconds. So
Bella, get the fuck out. What did you do? And like, I go up to the panel and
give it a poke.
yeah, I want to poke the panel.
The panel
See-
needs your,
And not this duck.
you need to
Yeah,
get the panel's consent
yeah.
before you poke it.
This is about the time that I'm texting Sprocket asking, well, what did you find?
I'm gonna go out and be like, does nobody go in there? There seems to be some kind of an explosive, but if you enter, it sets off a timer or something. Ty's dealing with it. Or we might all die. I don't know.
In the group chat, I was going to mention any of those numbers I saw on the cores, but I don't know if it's too late to mention it. Like that,
Sure.
I'm like, Yeah, I saw cores that said Z and list all 6 digits or whatever.
You could take a picture.
It'll last longer. I'm gonna use my railroading DP here.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Yeah, railroad that system.
Remind me what your data point does for you.
It just adds a +1, basically.
Okay.
He's gonna penetrate the software and
Okay.
make it.
He's gonna penetrate the software that you just penetrated.
I'm gonna try.
Yep.
I'm gonna rail it.
Yeah. Apparently, I didn't please it enough. So.
Woo 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 woo.
Damn. Same. Twinsies.
Okay.
Did
Tell
you
me
guys
what-
just Eiffel Tower over the fucking
Just Eiffel Towered the software, I think.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna go kill myself. It's fine.
Yeah.
Slap hands.
All right. Sprocket, I don't know if we can leave without setting this off again.
It seems like, yeah, anybody who comes in or leaves.
It's just
That's
coming in.
Oh.
It's just when they come.
Okay, so we can leave, but yeah, anybody entering.
But you
And I
can't
guess
go
it's
back
only
in.
because of removing the lid, because before that I was able to enter this area. So it's now armed or whatever.
It
Yeah.
was when you entered the docking bay, or the cargo hold. Sorry, it's when you entered the cargo hold that the timer went off.
Oh, okay. Sorry, then it wasn't when I removed like the lid or whatever to the broken sealed bullshit. It's literally when I
So-
entered the cargo hold.
The entire cargo hold was sealed.
Oh,
The seal on the door.
Sealed. I pictured it as the like the cargo.
Like
Okay,
the
got it.
No, it was the entire hold was sealed.
The fold,
Cool,
like the
got it.
door had like a.
So the seal was on the door. You opened the door and went in. There's individual cartons inside the hold, and
But
then in
that
the middle
started up.
there's the pedestal with the laser lights.
Say that you got a picture before you left, otherwise it doesn't count.
Oh, a picture of the setup or anything? I mean, I imagine everything that I'm doing is relatively recorded for the sake of, my job. But
Well, I mean, I hope not, because otherwise we've done a lot of illegal shit. Also,
personal things, whatever.
also, so we can get those basically VIN numbers, so we can.
Oh yeah, I dropped those in the chat already. As soon as I saw those, I was kind of like, ooh, and then suddenly I noticed something counting down. I'm like, oh, and then dealt with it. And then all of a sudden I had additional company, and it started again. I'm like, oh, again.
Basically it.
So the timer stopped at 30 seconds. You guys are good in the chamber for now. But if anybody comes in, it's going to start back up.
Beep beep beep. Don't come in here. Nobody else.
Why do people keep putting explosives in our docking bay?
I don't know, but I
damn.
don't know, but I really want to enter in there, and it's just because they told me not to. So
I turn to Sprocket and I say, I bet Minty's gonna come in here. It's just something they do.
I just kind of nod like, yeah, that's, yeah.
I'm not going to. I'm going to resist the urge.
So
It would be appreciated.
after you've disarmed it the second time, the pedestal is going to kind of fold in on itself. And the closest of the data core containers is going to pop open. And this hiss of steam and...
Viscera.
no,
Yeah.
not viscera.
Nitrogen or something?
Like CO2 exposed to air for the first time. Or not CO... fucking
Like
dry
steam.
ice. Dry
Yeah.
ice. Exposed to air for the first time. Just like billowing, thick cloud. Almost like Mike's
You have
vape.
this fat fucking vape cloud in here.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait,
Demonstration.
There we go. Work on it, Parkers.
There we go. I'm
Yeah.
disturbed.
Yep.
Mike addressed the nuance, and Parker addressed the just pure puffy cloud madness.
Ah,
So this like really chunky cloud comes out of the carton, and the data core is like at probably minus 100 Celsius. So
I don't know what that means in Fahrenheit.
really fucking cold.
Really fucking cold.
Americans.
Don't touch.
I'm glad I'm not in there because I'd want to touch it.
Lyra, don't touch it.
Maggie and I both aren't in there because we know better. We've learned.
And
Yeah.
there is a small data interface port on the side of the container that you can hook into if you're so inclined.
Ty.
I look around.
Bella is definitely standing outside of the door, like.
So I imagine by now I've made it to the door as well. Because before I was at the bridge, like poking through the computers. So I make it back and ask Bella what's going on.
I turn on a video feed to what we're looking at in there right now, so that you guys can literally see like the serial codes, the interface, everything, so that.
If you go inside, we'll blow up. So just stay here. But I don't know. Ty and Sprocket found some kind of a explosive device that they stopped from blowing us up twice.
And I see Sprocket's feed going past my HUD now. I'm like, all
I
right.
love how Bella is just like, don't go in there, you'll fucking die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're prepared to immediately come in and disable the security again and not fuck it up, yeah.
Bella's solution to that would be hitting it.
Yeah.
So.
Minty is just like.
Literally, Minty keeps trying to get past Bella, and she's like,
You're like reaching your hand forward, and then you shape-shift it into something that like isn't there. Like it's a tentacle coming back. You're like, ah! Like a reflex to not touch turns it into something else.
Reaction would be more like, ooh.
Turn into a tentacle, and then you're like, well, I'm distracted now.
It's like, oh, hello.
I gotta go take care of something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hashtag bad dragon.
anyhow.
We're already here. We might as well break more laws and.
Well, because Ty actually found that the crew of this ship are trying to protect these Zona files. So,
and we already know it was a forged seal, and they're carrying something that they're not actually supposed to be. So
they're more likely to be valuable or sensitive than not. It might be worth our time for sure.
So
I would suggest in the group chat too, with those data core, like the files, the information, at least the numbers on them. Is there anything that anyone could do with that? Like even ellipsis, like using those numbers to figure anything out, or are they just like basically like inventory numbers for these damn things?
They're inventory numbers, but if you were able to get into the Zona archives, you could totally find out everything that was on them.
Is that kind of a tall order, or is that something that might be suggested? Yeah,
It's
okay.
Fucking Fort Knox inside of the Pentagon, inside of the fucking, I don't know.
So there's probably no access point to that sort of thing on this ship. We'd probably have to go somewhere for that.
No, there's an access port directly to your right on the wall.
No, inside the container for that individual core, you can access the data on it. Locally. But as you guys
I think
group chatting, and as you are talking about what you're going to do, the crew of the cargo ship all together returns. And
Auntie Bella, handle it!
Blasters out and coming straight for you.
I think we tripped an alarm.
Okay.
That way.
And we're all just like standing there, like looking at this. We're literally all like in a bunch, standing, looking into the space that they told us not to go into.
At this
point, obviously didn't send them to the right whorehouse.
Just come in. They don't want to die.
Oh, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me.
Normally, that's not something you say on Twitch, Parker.
Yeah, that's true. You're gonna get
We're
Rick
gonna
some
reserve that
followers.
for Pornhub.
OnlyFans, grow up.
It's called what?
OnlyFans?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I bet you have, Larson.
No, I heard of it because I saw like a thing the other day on Imager, and then I'm like, wait a second, what is that? And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh no,
Oh,
I didn't need this information. It was talking about how, like, since the pandemic broke out, that they've had millions of signups from new women, and I'm just like, oh damn, women turn into prostitution for the sake of making ends meet.
I saw
It's
a
not
thing.
prostitution.
I mean, it can be. It can be a range of things on that app. It sounds like.
I mean, yeah, but
I
Yeah.
saw a thing that was like, got laid off, no plan, boobies.
someone hit me up the other day about selling my pictures of my feet again, and I was like, I'll get back to you.
I mean, yeah. Now that you've had the, I can't remember the term. What furloughed? What the fuck was it?
Furloughed.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Well, maybe.
I mean, mm,
People are weird.
Yeah.
So where are we on this map?
So you guys are right here.
Oh, okay.
oh, wait, I missed it. Hold on. Oh, fuck, too far. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Got it.
And the crew of the cargo ship is over here.
Oh, they're way far away.
Yeah.
But they're like
Definitely tripped an alarm.
running right at us? Are we like inside of a room right now?
I say, are we aware at all that this is happening?
Oh yeah. They're
Oh.
not being quiet.
Oh, Miss
They're
Barcinas is going to be
coming
mad.
loaded for fucking battle.
Okay.
Thanks for the reference, Parker. I appreciate that.
What reference?
Your name.
Shit. Okay. So,
So we don't
Beat
really
down,
roll
you're losing
initiative.
money to
yeah,
Twitch.
I was gonna say, what are we doing?
Get him down.
I'm trying to get us more followers.
Do we?
God damn it.
So each one of you is going to get the opportunity to act, and then the bad guys will act, and then each one of you will get the opportunity to act again.
I like that, we're always snooping around, but we're not the bad guys.
Yeah.
They're the bad guys.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know.
Okay, so I had to reload my thing. So we're here,
Where Ty is, yeah.
and they are.
Like coming in that door over there.
Okay, someone needs to give me something to shapeshift into, like stat.
A big old tentacle monster. Get him.
Okay, am I trying to scare them off or make them horny?
It depends.
Both.
Are they Japanese?
Scare them off.
They should die confused, like, oh, what? Like, oh.
Death by a million little deaths.
Yeah. I feel like I almost want to run to my my mech warrior welding rig, but I'm not sure how much that's going to help me. I pull out my 32 revolver, my 38 revolver, 32. Yeah.
So back on my home planet when I was fighting in wars, like my specialty was more like messing with people's minds. And I would do this thing where I would basically almost like blind the enemy. So I'm going to try that, though I haven't really been able haven't tried really to do it since then. And I definitely was better on my home planet. But I'm going to make an attempt to try to basically blacken their vision.
Cool. What did we say your magic stat was?
It's I think expertise. I don't remember.
It was expertise.
Okay.
It's butt stuff.
So just roll this +2.
Would that be interface?
Butt stuff is
Butt
definitely
stuff
interface.
would be interface.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. 7.
Okay, so partial success. You are going to blur, but not darken their vision, so they'll still
Okay.
be able to tell where the humanoid shapes are, but they're not going to be able to tell who's who.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yes, Parker.
I want to shapeshift into something, but I don't know what would be feasible for this scenario.
You tell me. We'll figure it out if it's feasible together.
Just make up some deadly animal that's really small, like a Chicarian space wasp. It actually murders with one stab. Murders anything. Could take down an elephant. She kills them all.
Yeah, I got nothing better than that.
You turn into a wasp. Go out in the shuttle bay and turn into a dragon. There you go. Be a bad dragon.
It's a Dagron.
A Dargan.
All
No.
right. Let's roll something to figure out how well you do. What are you gonna roll?
If you fail, you're like a lizard, like an iguana.
But
Can I
like a
get-
super chill iguana, like doesn't
Yeah.
want to just wants to be bros with everybody.
Yep, just a big chunky iguana sitting on some equipment, just like, what up?
What would I use for that?
Probably expertise, but if you want to try to use influence, I would entertain that.
Okay, I'm gonna do influence. Shit on my dick. Okay.
6
Wow.
is a failure. So Minty, for this round, is a big chunky iguana with a vape, just ripping fat clouds.
What the fuck? I don't know how that helps, but okay.
It doesn't, is the point. It doesn't.
Oh my god, the two of them at the same time. On my screen, they're side by side too, which made it way better.
It's awesome. All right, who's next?
Uh-oh. Parker's gone full-blown chameleon.
I mean, chameleons and iguanas are pretty close.
Well, yeah, but iguanas have all the digits. That's a chameleon move.
I want to be a chameleon instead.
That's great. You're a chameleon.
I got
You're
the
a Jackson chameleon.
Oh, that's great because now you can blend into your surroundings.
A
At least
vaping
it's
chameleon.
camouflage.
Ah,
It's fine.
somebody do something.
Like, fuck.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and try to fuck him with my 6 arm legs.
Clap at them.
Slap at him.
The juices will get everywhere.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it would probably destroy the bay, I mean, granted, we don't know the actual size of the explosion. I'm almost of mind to like set the explosives back on again. At least that way they focused on turning those off, hopefully.
That's kind of where I was leaning too.
Yeah, right?
Like,
Like,
I was gonna say like I will very quickly try and interface with this data core to try and get whatever data we can, and
Yeah.
then we just like we
we
trip the
leave and then
alarm
step
again.
back in and leave again.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
that
I
she's
am
smart.
totally down with that. If that's the idea that ties floating sprockets in, just like, yeah.
So that'll be one of your turns. You guys can choose which one of you is doing which. One of them to interface with the core and try to get a data dump, and one of them to reactivate the bomb.
Well, either way, it sounds probably like interface both ways, huh?
Likely.
Whew.
Yeah, I'll head in for the data core extraction.
Cool. Go for it.
Oh,
So
High Parker's
I'm
legs.
watching the situation, I think, devolve fairly quickly. So I'm just like fumbling for my personal device and grabbing a cord and like trying really hard not to touch the super coldness. And 11.
All right. So you get in, and you notice that there is essentially no security for just copying and pasting all of the files on the core. They're encrypted, but if you want to do a file transfer, there's no password, so it just starts.
Okay.
It's going to take a turn to get the full dump, but it's going. And you do not touch the ultra cold shit.
Cool.
Yay! All right. Well, then at the same time, I'm getting back in there to start it back up. Yes.
Okay, so 9 is a partial success.
casting rolls.
You are going to be able to start the timer back up, and then you notice that it immediately stops. The crew of the ship seems to have remote control over the timer and the explosives.
Well, damn it.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to bypass that, but I feel like I already kind of used my.
You were going to be able to bypass it if you had got a full success.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Yeah, but fuck.
Well,
Unfortunately, you only got a partial success. But that's okay. You guys have another round. They are going to advance and fire.
I still haven't
Oh,
done
you crit.
anything
That's
yet.
right.
I was
Lucas
like,
hasn't done anything.
yeah, I
Go
was gonna
for it.
say, if I can tell what's going on, or if you ask for help, I can.
I mean, yeah, at this point, you might as well walk in because apparently they'll just disable it. So maybe you can override it.
Well, I'm a counter hacker. I can take control of systems. So it's like,
That's kind of your.
yeah,
Right.
it's like if I have any inkling of what's happening here with what you're doing, I can try and lock it
Yeah,
down.
I imagine we'd give the details in the group chat after that failed. At which point,
Okay.
I imagine it would be something like, they seem to have remote control of it. Can you do the same and override them? Because if you could have remote control, that could be fucking funny. They don't even expect it, and you're just like, boop.
So I'm going to try and hijack that system.
Cool.
Because specifically it says when I access the system, I can lock it out to everyone else except for who I want.
Yes.
So is that an interface roll?
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Okay, full success. So you have control over the explosives, and you know that they are localized to within the cargo hold, and they will only, it's not going to expand beyond. So it's more like it will turn off the cooling systems and slag the cores and melt whatever's in here. But it's not really going to like explode. That makes sense.
That's great. That's good to know.
So I'll share that, and then, then my question would be like, strategically causing this explosion probably won't like take out any bad guys or anything, but if they're trying to prevent it, then they probably don't want the explosion to go off for some reason.
it destroys all their stuff.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Boop.
it is
I
going to
know.
definitely destroy all their stuff.
I mean, that's a good point. Maybe somebody just shouts out to them at this point. You know, come any closer, keep firing, and we'll slag your cores.
Well,
So
we didn't do that, and it's their turn now. So
before you guys have a chance to do that, they're going to just essentially open fire. Bella, this shot's at you.
We're like
That's a
in their
hit.
ship, though, right?
yep, that's
Are
a
they
hit.
in the ship?
They're not in the ship. They're opening fire at the ones that they can see.
Yeah, I would have had to have stepped
I
out
forgot.
in
Ty and
order
I
to.
are in the ship right now,
Yeah.
and I assume Ellipse is now too because he came in to do the.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
Yep.
sense.
Bella,
Nope, I'm standing right out there in the open because I made them or tried to make them go blind.
yep, you are going to suffer a wound,
Cool.
and Minty is going to get hit, but it's only superficial damage, so no wound for.
It's hard to hit a chameleon. That's
really
a real
is.
fucking weird shot.
It really is. The three that are inside the bay are going to be surrounded by super cooled steam, and they're each going to have to roll metal. Is that the physical one?
Mm-hmm.
Metal, to see if you can beat a 10. If you don't beat a 10, you're going to take a wound.
Nope. So close.
Ty, no wound for you.
Where do you track wounds?
So it's on. I think that's where it is. It's on the back.
Mm.
Injuries. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Back injuries. Okay.
Yeah, so you take a minor injury.
All right. I'll just type it in there. Minor. I'm just going to leave it as wound. Minor wound.
Yep.
Yeah, back.
Sorry, Michael was doing a workout and I heard a fall and I had to go check on that and also pee because I slammed that Capri Sun.
Nice.
Is Michael okay?
He's fine.
Okay.
They're
You were
shooting
shot
us.
at in your chameleon form and missed.
They did not miss me. Bastard.
Because you have those eyes, you can see everything. So you're able to just dart out of the way, no problem.
I was in the middle of licking.
Yeah.
And
Ew.
So they have the attackers, the crew of the cargo ship has acted. We're going to give each of you a chance to act again.
I don't know what they're doing in there, so I'm just gonna shoot back at them.
Yeah, I mean, if they're firing at us at this point,
Yeah.
fire back.
Do I want to shoot back at them, or do I want to try again to like?
And for those of you curious, this is the designation of the cargo ship. It doesn't really have a name.
Got it. Can I try again to like do better and make them actually go blind?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I want to do. So I would rather
It seems
stop
like a very
them
Bella
than...
thing to do.
Yeah, it's annoying that it's not working.
It works this time. They're going to have blackened vision and not be able to act on their next turn.
Yes. Also, my eyes turn black when I do that.
They'll be
which is
able to
fun.
act. They just won't
Cool.
be able to, have any sort of accuracy.
So the second time. Frustrated. and bleeding. It was the being shot at part that really did it.
Okay, who's next?
Like I earlier got contact information for the navigator, right?
Mhm.
So I'll send a message that I've taken control of the self-destruct system of the quarters, and that they should stop what they're doing, or we'll blow up the room.
It's going to be hard for you to blow up anything if you're dead.
Oh boy.
They seem really pissed because they can't see anything.
All right. Well, if that's how they feel about it, I'm going to activate my I've got a new phosphor trench coat. I decided to call it so that I can be a little bit stealthier.
Cool.
And I'll prep my laser rifle.
Cool. Is that it?
Yeah, I figured like by the time I send a message, receive a message, is that like a fair? I mean, otherwise it's like I'll like move into position to try and cover everyone just outside the ship or exiting the ship, so people can move around them, preparing to lay suppressing fire.
Fair enough. Minty or Ty?
I want to try turning into that thing again.
Okay. Roll her up.
Fuck, God, shit on my dick.
So 7 is a partial success. And since this is the second time you're trying, you're going to get there. But it's only going to last for 2 rounds.
And I'm still holding a vape.
Yes. You're definitely still holding a vape. If you didn't want me to smoke, you shouldn't have put me in a nicotine-addicted sleeve.
Oh my god.
This is a perfect transformation, right? Like one of the chameleon eyes is still there.
It's just like your lower half is like blended in with the background. It's still completely like what you intended. It's just,
That's the dangerous side. Can we just really quickly, what is happening?
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
Larson went away and then he came
Sorry,
back.
had to switch to Zoom on my phone to handle something that I have to be away from the computer for, but I don't want to miss anything, so I'm still here.
Okay.
He's got to go outside and have a vape.
Vape break.
What were you trying to turn into, Minty?
A dangerous wasp.
Danger wasp.
Yes, the killer wasp. So you're there. Your stinger is eerily translucent and blending in with the background, but you're still just as deadly. And
With a
this round, you are going to be able to sting and take out one of them.
I want to do that.
They can't fucking see you coming.
So
Ty or Sprocket?
Yeah, I at this point would unholster my my impact pistol that I have, and try and find cover, at the side of the bay door, and fire off a pop shot.
Cool.
Is that metal?
Unless you can think of a really good reason why it's not.
No.
It's fucking metal, man.
Okay. Partial success. You're going to wound one of them and take him out, but not kill them all the way dead.
He's not quite dead yet.
Only nearly dead.
Getting better.
Just very badly burned. Rocket, you're last up. Do you have something you need to roll for? Because I can hit the button for you if you need to.
You're muted.
Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. I have a 38 revolver that I plan to do kind of similar to Ty, get some cover and open fire.
Okay. Just check here. Metal is +1 for you, so roll +1.
Damn.
I do okay?
Yeah, you got a 10. Full success. One of them down. They are blinded this round, and so randomly shooting. Did get 1 success. Roll a d6, somebody.
Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ellipsis, you are inside of the cargo hold, correct? Or did you?
I'm at the doorway of it.
Okay. So you are going to get grazed, but it's only superficial damage. So
Okay.
no
Does
actual.
that get through my I have 2 armor from an energy shield in my suit.
It does not make it through the armor.
Okay.
They're firing blind. So. All right. Party gets to act.
Now I'm just shooting them.
Okay, roll metal.
That's +1.
That's fucking metal.
Trying. Oh boy. Nope.
5's not gonna get her done.
Not gonna do it. So I guess I just miss.
You can miss if you have something else that you would like to do that does not involve a roll. You can do that on your action.
No, I'm standing like right out in the open, but I'm gonna stay out there, kind of concentrating on this whole blindness thing.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll take a shot.
LOL.
All right. Let's see here. So, laser rifle +1.
Okay.
Did you get another fucking success? Yes, you did.
Yep.
You
God
got the
damn
shit out
it.
of one of them.
The one who grazed me.
Yeah.
It's like, that guy's almost a little too lucky. Let's take that one out.
So there's one of them that's down, but not dead, and there's one of them that's up, and there's 3 of them that are dead. So they're not that. This party's of crew is not really doing very well, right? Meow.
I'm gonna sting another one.
All right. He dead.
I'm
No
gonna.
roll required. You are the poisonousest fucking wasp in the galaxy.
That's a word.
We should probably keep one alive, though, right? The fuck is going on? I would like to know.
Oh, you're probably not wrong.
Like just a little alive.
I mean, there's one of them that's already quasi
Give them enough
incapacitated.
poison to numb them. Paralyzed.
Oh shoot! I should have checked that before firing. Is the one who's alive? Is that the navigator, or did we already kill that one?
Roll percentile.
Oh boy.
You want low.
Oopsie poopsie.
Maybe he's just a little alive.
The navigator is the one that's incapacitated.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
The super rare cool species. Yeah, let's keep this one alive, maybe.
And there's one of them that's still up. So.
And you're stinging that one, right? Or no?
I mean, I can if you want me to.
Ty gets a chance to act first.
Yeah, so there's one left standing.
Unamas, and there are 4 dead crew members, one incapacitated navigator, and one really pissed off, fully armed Zona goon.
I would shout out, drop it. We don't want to hurt anyone else.
That's not what Minty said.
What did I say?
Said, I'm gonna kill him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
missed that.
To be fair,
Just
I
a
did-
little life.
canonically,
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't listen to the lizard.
I'm a hornet now.
A
Lost.
hornet. Just drop it.
I mean, if a death wasp says something like that, does death wasp have the same kind of vocal cords? Maybe no one can understand what Minty said.
It came out as.
But like with a slight like accent to it.
Ty, roll influence.
Okay, that is my absolute best.
I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah.
Dump
I think
stat.
That's
all
not
of
my
us.
dump stat. Physique is my dump stat. But
Fair enough.
Oh, so you're dumpy.
I'm gangly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm hot AF.
Mm.
I mean, you're a shapeshifter. You can be whatever you want.
I know. That's the point.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's not buying it. He thinks you're gonna kill him.
Okay.
And blinded, he is going to try to fire. And Minty, roll me a d6, pretty please.
Fuck me.
Okay. Sprocket, you are inside the cargo hold. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was behind cover when I shot last turn and hit somebody.
Okay. So you get shot at, but you do not get hit.
Yay!
One left.
So he's standing. He's still standing, but the navigator is incapacitated but not dead,
Correct.
and we're wanting to keep him alive.
Yeah, so who cares about this last guy? Let's gun him down.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at him again.
Okay.
Just +1.
You hit him.
8's better than a 5.
He is incapacitated but not dead. The rest of the party will have a chance to act, or we can be done.
Somebody's gonna walk over there and just put a bullet in the guy.
I mean,
right?
if nobody else is gonna
Yeah.
do it, Bella's gonna walk up to him and between the eyes.
Literally,
Jesus.
Damn.
can I sting him? Please let me sting him.
Turn into something else and fill him with like your larva. That'll like pop him. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Now it's a mercy kill.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Okay.
At the mercy kill, or he got filled with larva? I just want to be clear.
I filled him with my seed.
Yes. That's all I want in life is to find out that, filling with seed turns into larva and pops people. That's all I want.
Good night,
Oh.
Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Good night.
Okay, I'll fill you with my seed.
Wow.
Should
I
I
didn't
stop
like
the
it.
stream, or Parker, are you going to tell your story to all of our fans?
Oh, shit.
I'll tell the story. Okay, so keep in mind that I was 14 when this happened.
Keeping in mind.
Well, fuck already.
Story time with Grandpa Parker.
So, I don't know if you guys know what these are, but we have out here like arroyos.
Nope.
It's a wash.
I
It's like
feel like
a dried up creek.
I I feel like this half, which is Parker, like Mike Parker and Matt, know what those are.
Yeah. We went to Desert Arroyo at one point.
But
Okay.
what?
The actual like full Midwestern half. Are you lost already?
Yeah, explain.
Okay, so Mike was right. An arroyo is basically like a washed up like creek thing, basically.
Okay.
It's a ditch.
I mean, listen, please spell it for me.
Arroyo, arroyo.
Boom.
Do I need to go incognito?
Okay. Now I have a visual.
You don't need to go incognito for this.
Not unless you don't want to have like nature porn, like nothing like an arroyo.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so in arroyos, there can be like tunnels, right?
It's really cool.
Are you talking about where the wash reaches a point where it like goes under a street?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Oh God.
So, my first time was in an arroyo in one of the tunnels.
Seems dirty.
It was gross.
Comfortable.
Mm.
Here's the best part. So it was my first time. It was his first time. I didn't know it was his first time. Puts the condom on. And then asks, after getting in position and stuff, then asks, is it in yet?
Oh.
And my response was, I don't know. So then there was flailing involved on both parts, and
I'm just curious because what I'm looking at is mostly what appears to be like dried up creeks. Were you just like in the dirt? Just
When
like
they come up to a road, there's a concrete like opening so it can go under the road. So it's more like, I guess the equivalent might be like, picture like a round sewer tunnel almost. Like it would go under the road so that the wash, the arroyo, could continue on the other side. So it's like a tube. It's a tube under a road in a ditch. Hey.
It's a sewer tunnel.
it looks like a sewer tunnel.
Yeah.
But there's just no sewage in it.
right.
Which is a
Yeah,
plus.
I mean, water has at some point probably ran through it and brought some shit through it, but it's not like shit. It's like debris.
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 Hold on, I have a better person explaining it.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Say hi, internet.
Hello, hi internet.
We're live streaming.
Oh, okay. An arroyo is basically like a river with no water and it's filled with concrete. You can like walk in it. That's what an arroyo is.
Oh yeah, that's true. Some of them get paved out
Mhm.
and they make for great BMXing.
Well,
Yeah.
You got these nice,
Oh, like
it's almost
Terminator.
like a half pipe.
Yeah, they skateboard in it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like can,
Like Terminator 2.
yes.
But why?
Why? To which part, Maggie?
Yeah. The existence of arroyos
Boy,
or
there are-
Parker banging it out in one.
I mean, I understand why 14-year-olds would have to find a secluded place such as that.
Allegedly bang it out. I still have questions myself if I actually lost my virginity because I legitimately did not know if it was in.
That's fair.
Why would they pave it?
So that teenagers could bang.
Yeah.
Okay. I really wish I
I
had
think
better.
I believe they pave it so that it will like maintain over time. So when water, the idea is when it rains, all the rainwater should hopefully go into these things, and that's why we also call them washes. You know, it's just like, oh, there's the wash.
Oh.
So paving it, especially in a neighborhood, ensures that it won't like erode and then suddenly start holding water. It'll just kind of, it should go.
And
But a lot of them out in Arizona, for sure, and I know where Mike and I grew up, they didn't generally pave them because it kind of killed the aesthetic of the, like, you know, desert. you saw them, but it seemed more common that they didn't, in my opinion.
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Oh,
Up in
that's
Scottsdale.
So
Okay.
this is how we're going to work on our .edu.
We're really educating people
Thank you
now.
for providing this content, Arizona half of the stream. Everybody say goodnight, Internet, for real this time.
Good night,
Good
Internet.
night, Internet.
Okay,
Bye, Internet. You were
Good night.
nice.